Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get to Know a World of Warships clan. This is a short podcast with Synpax, leader of TNG, and Boggzy, a homeless man who wandered into the TNG Discord and set himself up. That's me. I'm Boggzy, and I am joined today by representatives from Clan 90th, including their leader, Lady Kryptonite.
Hey guys, I'm Lady Kryptonite. Sure you've heard about me. Created the 90th. Been leader whole time, and we're just a crazy bunch of people, and this is Dmal, our fleet diplomat officer.
Hello, I'm Dmal. I'm the fleet diplomat for 90th. I'm also the CEO of one of our sub fleets. Uh, I've been with 90th for over a year. It's been very enjoyable. I've loved every moment of it.
Perfect. Well, actually, that leads me right into my first question, which is going to be aimed at Lady K. Dmal, you're obviously welcome to jump in, but how did you start your clan, 90th, and why?
Believe it or not, we just were a small group of friends in the beginning, about 10 of us. I think we started the day of or the day after the game actually allowed it. And we just didn't expect the explosion, but hey, here we are.
Sure. So that means essentially when WOWS actually put in the ability to start clans, or was it all the way during beta, or was it after the release?
It was once it was actually allowed to have clans. I
I
mean, you
see.
guess you could say we were already one, but not official.
Sure. Yeah, I myself started playing maybe a year and a half ago, so I'm a little late to the party in that regard. But so you guys have been operating for quite some time then.
Oh yeah, several years now, easy.
Great. And how exactly did you get yourself? How did you come to be the leader, if you don't mind me asking?
I guess you could say a vote. There was about 10 of us, and none of them really wanted to deal with it. So
Really, it was
I
a
guess
democracy.
yes.
A democracy sprang up out of the dark, leaderless ether. That's incredible.
Yep.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Damar, how did you fall into your? I'm sorry, Damal. My apologies. How did you fall into your role as diplomat? Was it because you were the best at bringing those little cute trays of carrots and celery and ranch dressing to the meetings, or what?
Kind of, actually. I've always been very level-headed, and very approachable. So it it was more
Sure.
of they eventually just voted me in. I didn't like I randomly got a Discord message like, "Hey, you're now the fleet diplomat." I'm like, "Okay, this is my job now."
Okay.
Um,
So, do you mind speaking real quick to what exactly you do in that regard?
so it's a relatively new role. I think it was created like a week ago, maybe.
Hmm.
Um, some of the things I do is I help to coordinate the scrims between other fleets. Um, and also I handle any questions that other fleets might have that is directed towards 90th to help relieve some of the pressure that Lady K can get.
I see.
Uh, gives them a person to go to.
Wonderful,
I
wonderful.
have a question. Sorry, this is Synpax here.
Sure.
Who are your regular scrim partners?
Um,
Or do you, I mean you're
so
big enough you can do scrims, but you have like multiple clans in the game, even though you're just you're all 90th. Do you do
yep,
scrims between each other or with outsiders or who?
a little bit of both. Mostly we scrim within each other, but I have scrimmed with some other fleets. I know HMCS. I think we scrimmed with. Lady, you might know some other ones.
Yeah, we've had some impromptus with smaller clans looking to train, like USMC, Odin. Though I'm not even sure if Odin's around anymore.
USMC was the first clan I ever joined in World of Warships, probably a year and like a couple months ago. That's great.
What a small world.
I know.
Yeah.
How about that? Well, so this is perfect because I wanted to ask you as well. How would you say that your clan actually operates? I mean, what are your priorities? Is it competitive for the most part? More casual? Do you focus on diving, scrimming? Do you guys get into clan battles? How does that work for you?
So our clan is subdivided into multiple different subclans that range everywhere from casual, where people just come in and div, or join in for sync drops, to competitive. But our competitive level is we don't train nearly as much as some other fleets might, because we're focusing on having fun, because we're all here in this game to have fun. That's why we all started playing in the first place.
Sure.
So there's that.
Well, and since you guys are liking to have fun, I mean, how would you describe your culture exactly? Is there a TV show or a movie or a natural disaster that would capture the heart of the culture of your clan of 90th?
I don't know if any TV shows. Granted, I haven't really watched that much TV recently, so I can't speak quite to that. Um, but one of the things that I've noticed is whenever we see a 90th person on the other team, we try to make it our goal to eliminate them in that match.
Oh, I see. So there's deep prejudice in randos
no,
against
not deep
other.
prejudice.
Oh, we get that a lot in TNG too.
Yeah.
We can definitely relate.
Yeah,
It's a sign of pride to see that death message
Yeah.
come up. You know?
it is.
Oh, just join us for the Kill Command night if you want to see
Oh
that.
yeah, that was fun.
What's
What is
that?
that? What is that?
Bunch of command officers a volunteer in. Generally, it's at least 6 of us, and we'll
Uh-huh.
try to division in 3 groups of 2, and we'll pick a tier, and usually it changes throughout the night. And we'll have 40 to 80 people in the comms room, and we'll all sync drop, and the goal is to,
Wow.
well, eliminate those commanders.
Matchmaker
So
isn't too happy with us.
Oh,
you
no.
can get 40 to 80 people into the room at once. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty impressive, I have to say.
How many
Gets a little
members
crazy.
how many members do you have that are like active? You know, played at least one battle in the last couple weeks.
We got some inactives because of military, but I'd say at least 250 of them are active.
Wow.
How many
Do you
brand
Yeah,
find
that's
that
about right.
there are lots of active military members or reservists that make up your clan?
Yes, and then we have a lot of people that work in the medical industry. As you know, right now they're going through some pretty rough stuff.
Really? Why? What's happening?
Well, the good old virus. Get some lime to go with it.
Yeah. As long as this episode is time stamped, people might have an idea of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, and obviously, I mean, this is sort of a momentary question, of course. But have you guys found more activity on Clan with the coronavirus sort of keeping people home?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit. Some of the guys obviously right now are out of work, so gotta pass
Sure.
time somehow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we all do. Well, I have just a few more quick questions for you. Specifically, Lady K, from you, because I'd really like to hear from you about this. What do you think your leadership style is like? Are you you said you were elected democratically, but have you since seized power and become the dictator that you were always meant to be? Are you more like a queen bee? Why should we fear you?
You should, honestly. My nickname in the fleet is Mama Bear.
Mama Bear.
And-
All
Yeah.
right.
I'm, contrary to belief, very patient, very approachable. It's very much a group job. We have high command, we have regular command. Everyone has a say. It's not my fleet. It's everyone's fleet.
Yeah,
I see.
and I can tell you from my experiences, it's been very democratic. There have been decisions where ladies been like, I don't agree with you, but if you guys all vote for this, then we'll go ahead with it. And
Wow.
so we've been very much a democratic fleet, despite others saying
That-
otherwise.
That's fascinating. I honestly I did not expect that, but
I have a question. Have you ever faced like a serious coup or challenge to your leadership, given the nature of it, or is it a happy ship?
Once, unfortunately.
really? Do you mind? I mean, I'm in the dark here. Do you mind?
I don't want to
speaking to that?
name names just for not causing issues, but I would
Sure,
say
of
early
course.
on in the 90th beginnings, I think we were maybe 4 fleets at the time. We did have a high command member for whatever reason who decided that he wanted to become the boss. And during a meeting, he told me to step down or else, and well, the rest of command showed him the door. I would say we probably lost 20 people, but
Wow.
it hasn't really affected us.
So there was a little controversy there in the beginning, huh?
Not everyone's going to see eye to eye. You can't prevent
Yeah.
that. I would
And
just rather people leave. If you're not happy here, go.
Yeah.
I got nothing against you.
Certainly,
It-
certainly.
It's guaranteed to happen with a group this large. not everyone's going to be able to get along well.
Of course not. Yeah,
That's just how people are.
that's very interesting. Is that the only controversy you guys have really had in the past, or?
Other than the lovely little KOTS incident, if you remember that one, Dmal.
I
Yeah.
I
I
want to.
don't. I'm in the dark here. I'm curious. What is that?
Well, let me interject here because actually I want to put a finer. I want to give you guys a better opportunity to really address because what happened with COTS is you guys ran several teams. One of them we actually faced in that COTS. It was the one that you were in. It was one of the others, and they actually played pretty well. We it was a good fight, but I think the main 90th team, they had the option to bring a CV. Everybody brought a CV. They decided to bring another battleship and kind of got, oops, sorry, kind of got wrecked in the battle. And you win some, you lose some. But the fallout was, um, there was a lot of mockery, quote unquote, memeing, and um, where the whole, it seems like the entire Discord for COTS and many other places basically ripped on 90th for uh, that unfortunate, it's just a game that they lost for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I guess the question I want to ask you though is that when your clan is subjected to that level of clan, and you particularly, but your clan as a whole, anybody with a 90th, they get in a random game and people start talking trash to them about not bringing a CV or whatever. It follows them everywhere. How did that affect your clan's membership? I mean, their morale.
At first, I think some people got a little upset with it, but for the most part, we don't give a crap. They're
Yeah.
not going to affect our lives with drama. And the thing is, the community doesn't even know what actually happened. We didn't choose to not bring a CV. That
Really?
was all in line with the original coup we had where the CV was talked out of showing. We didn't want to screw the people that were in that first match out of their fight. So instead of just completely dropping out, we decided, hey,
So you
what
decided
the
to
hell,
stick to
let's
your
go
guns and
in.
go for it.
Yeah. And the
I
way I
see.
look at it is, no matter what, it would have been turned into a meme somehow, whether we had dropped out or whether we actually went and showed up.
Sure. You decided to make the best of it.
Oh yeah, why not? It's a game.
I
Yeah.
think that's very
We're
understandable.
here to have fun.
And we still hear the CV stuff, believe it or not. Once in a while in
Yeah.
Clan Wars, but the funny part is, to this date, no one that's made that joke has beat us.
That was before the CV rework, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this
Oh,
is yeah,
wow.
a while back. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad that Bogsy and I are also in a clan that has a little bit of notoriety here and there, and we find that it actually ends up kind of fortifying the resolve of the people who are in the clan. It's not demoralizing at all, but actually fortifies our group coherency. It seems like you know, the 90th for the people who are in it, who've bought into what it is you've created, uh, find it sort of like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
That criticism.
Yeah.
We're still here. We're still strong.
Yep.
And being
Still
able to
growing.
field 40 to 80 people on a night means you're doing something right.
We just have fun. You guys are more than welcome to come join us.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was. One of your guys with Baguette in his name actually ran with us the last Kill Command night.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, yeah.
They just
Soviet.
invited
Yeah.
they just invited Bogsy into their Discord. What a huge mistake. You guys will figure that out, don't worry. Well, so I do have just maybe two more quick questions for you. For folks who are listening who might like to kind of know what stuff is being utilized out there. Have you guys found, competitively at least, have you guys found any dark horse ships lately that really have surprised you? Either new ships that they've been releasing, or maybe old ships that have suddenly found a new lease on life. What is there a ship that's excited you lately?
I don't
So-
play it, but I'm gonna say right now, the Venezia. God, that
The
thing hurts.
Venezia, yeah.
Yes, as a Maswa player, that is a nightmare to have come in on me.
Yeah. What do you find most interesting or frustrating about it?
She just hits the same every salvo.
Very consistent damage, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
very.
So, I've been running some scrimmages lately, testing out having a carrier instead of battleship for the upcoming Clan War season.
Sure.
And the one that's been surprising me about its effectiveness has been Minotaur.
The Minotaur. Are we talking smoke or are we talking radar?
Smoke.
Smoke mine.
Using it in a bit more of a support role, it can really shine.
I see. I
Um,
see. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. I think I have one more question, and then I'll see if Synpax has anything else he'd like to ask. But are there any changes that you'd like to see in World of Warships here? Is there anything that's pressing on you that you guys really wish would be addressed?
Player attitude. I'm not just talking towards us, just in general. It's a
Yeah.
game, guys. Have some fun. Who cares if you got someone on your team who's a red statter? Because I see constant stat shaming. They're just having fun. It's a game. You know, if you really want to let your competitive side out, that's why we have clan wars. That's why we have KOTS. Otherwise, just play it for what it is. It's shooty boats.
mhm.
Shooty boats. I love it.
So, I had an idea on like, I don't, do you have any more questions, Bogsy? Because I think I have a good closing question.
No, sir, that's it for me.
All right,
Oh,
so
actually,
shoot, Dmal.
yeah, I wanted to also comment on things that I'd like to see different in the game.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm a destroyer player, so I'm gonna put out the classical. Not a fan of CVs right now. Even like my Des Moines, it's like a pain. When a CV does 15k to me in HE dive bombers. It's not
I
fun.
think you're not the only person who finds the CVs to be a massive headache right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look. So what I'd like you to do, especially Lady K, just there's maybe some people that will listen to this podcast, other than the four of us, and they may be thinking about, maybe they're not in a clan or looking for a new clan or something like that. So I'd like to hear you pitch. If somebody's looking for a clan, what would you like them to know in terms of whether or not they should consider 90th? And so actually, what I'm giving you here is the opportunity to poach Synpax. So pitch me. Tell me what would bring somebody to your clan, and I'll let you know if I'm convinced.
Well, I mean, for you, you're obviously competitive. It'd just be that we've been stepping our game up. We want to get this clan back into KOTS, but we want people that are going to be lighthearted, have fun. Hey, you lose them, you win them. The only way we're going to learn is, well, to get our butts kicked. But I really, really feel the 90th has the potential to get back up there and be a serious force. I just don't want to see people burn out, and that's one of the big things with us. Keep it fun. Keep the burnout as low as possible, and just keep on learning.
So it seems like you're setting up for like a real balance between, and this is a extremely difficult balance to even attempt. I've kind of given up on it with TNG, but it's balancing sort of casual with competitive. So that's a difficult road to go down, but I
It's
admire
really
you for
not.
trying.
That's the thing I tell people. It's really not that hard.
I can
It's
tell you
just
during
you gotta keep your head school.
I can tell you during the scrimmages that we did, because 90th G is another competitive arm of 90th. We're just new, and we accidentally loaded in the wrong map, so we're like, oh, let's still have a ramming fest, and which typically ends in a draw, except for the fact that I was in a Stalingrad and I had taken some fires and got down to about 24,000 health, and one of their DD, Ashimakaze, had not loaded in, was AFK, but he had a ramming flag on. And when I went to ram him, I ended up dying while the Shima lived.
That was
which
amusing.
just stupid, but also just hilarious. We all had a just amazing laugh after that.
Little moments like that are literally the flakes that feed the internet fishies, because we love stuff
Yep.
like that.
Oh yeah.
So
And
thank you
it's
for
about
feeding
having
the
fun.
fish with that.
Yeah, and so that's how we
That's it.
keep having fun, is when we're just training rooms and everything like that.
Well, besides that too, and I'll say this because you guys obviously have multiple divisions. Don't let cliques form. Mix it up. Even if you guys got a casual, you run them with the competitive guys. You mix everyone up. It's just a lot more fun. Keep it relaxed outside of the clan war.
Sure,
You
sure. We
know,
we do that
that-
quite a bit during our scrimmages where
Yeah.
but that's also a good way to actually assess folks and see what their strengths are. But I think we're a little over what we intended. I think we're aiming to keep this thing into 12 to 15. We're just over 20 now. So Boggs, do you
oh
want
my
to
gosh.
wrap us up?
Yeah, I absolutely do. Well, thank you, Synpax, for obviously starting this up for us. Thank you, Lady K, and thank you, Dmal, for joining us on this very first episode. Come back anytime, chat with us. We'd love to hear from you again. And this is Get to Know a World of Warships Clan, a short podcast with Synpax and Bogsy. Thank you guys very much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
All right,
Right.
bye-bye.